So much. Please confirm you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
And confirm
loud and clear.
You can see me. Confirm you can hear me and confirm you can see me.
Loud and clear. We can hear and I can see you.
Okay, first of all, happy Independence Day happy Democracy. Happy Democracy Day to all of us here today. Today we're celebrating the birth of, one second, I have a distraction here. Okay. Okay, happy Democracy Day to all of us. And today we're celebrating our democracy. And there are lessons to learn from today, but I have 18 minutes to be on this. So I need to push it very fast. Today is our democracy. Today we're celebrating democracy, and our democracy started in 1999. All right, our democracy started in 1999, which is 24 years old. So if you are below 24 years old, that means you were born into democracy. If you are above 24 years old, that means you tasted the military regime and also the democratic regime. And I want to say this. Our democracy started in 1999. We're 24 years old. What it means is, as a 24 years old adult, we should as 24 years old adult, anybody that's 24 years old should have come of age. Well, if you look very critically, you can see that our democracy still has a lot to be desired. And this is the simple reason. The reason is this. We're 24 years old in terms of age, but in terms of knowledge, we may be 2 years and 4 months. We're 24 years old as a country in democracy, but how much of democracy is in us? That's topic for another day. But the reason I feel we're 2 years and 4 months old in democracy is because even though we are aging, we may not be growing the way we should go. Time will fail me to analyze different countries as when they got their democracy and where they're operating as of today. Time will fail me to do that. But if you look at it, we look like a nation that is suffering from stunted growth. And we are coming to a point where we need to begin to address these things. And the reason what we seem to be suffering from stunted growth in comparison to our neighboring countries that have that have been ruling themselves, because democracy is snatching, it's not independence. Democracy is snatching the rulership of your country from the military to the people. And the reason is because we are yet to understand the tenets of democracy. As we celebrate democracy today, the second I want to talk about is, this is not my training, I'm looking at my time, so I'm going to be fast, is democracy was bettered on the 29th of May, 1999. How come we're celebrating democracy on the 12th of June? On the 12th of June, 1993, that was when we believed to have had as a country the first democratically elected president. On that 12th of June, everybody came out and the people voted their will. But unfortunately, that was the day democracy was truncated. The day it was killed. The day we thought, oh, finally, the people of Nigeria elect a president and one military head of state says no or something. But ladies and gentlemen, does it not amaze you that the very day we thought democracy was killed is the very day we're celebrating as the official day of democracy in this country? What that tells me is, for many of us, you're going through stuff. You've given up hope. Oh, this cannot be done again. Oh, this business, oh no, I've given up hope. It can't work again. It can't work again. All my downlines are quitting. My leaders, my upline is doing this. My downline is doing this. I'm going through a lot. I'm suffocating. I am dying in the business. There's no hope. But today, the lesson of today's democracy is to tell you that when you think you're going down, when you think, just like the seed that goes to the earth, when you think all hope is lost, that may be the birth of a new you. June 12th, the day that we thought democracy was killed, is the official day that we celebrate democracy in Nigeria. What does that tell me? We need to understand how life works. Never at the point give up on your dreams. You may not see what is happening, but if you refuse to give up on your dreams, when time processes events, you will discover that your darkest moments could actually be your brightest moments. May the soul of MK Abiola rest in peace, but it has given us a day to celebrate in democracy. And that is the training I have. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All right. Why am I here? We're here because all roads lead to immersion. We'll be talking about immersion. What do we expect to see at immersion? Immersion is going to happen in September. On the 24th of June, I'll be announcing the days and the venue for the immersion. It's going to happen in September. But why will I be? What is waiting for me at the immersion? Number one, I have discovered that the challenge that we face in our lives is a misplacement of priority. The challenge we face in our nation is a misplacement of priority. You bring a young man today, ask him, what do you need? He said, I need money. That is the mistake that we have been making as a nation. What do you need? I need a job. What do you need? I need contracts. I need to blow. I need to trend. I need to be famous. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the number one mistake we're making as a country and as a nation. The reason is this: we are pre-wired to function in a certain way. Now, when I understood what I'm about to tell you, my focus shifted. We want money, we want success, but no, that's not what we need. The greatest thing that we need, if you're listening to me, is that you're asking yourself, why is it that I know what to do, but I can't seem to do what I know to do? That is the greatest challenge. Everybody knows the rules of success. Everybody knows the rules to succeed. Everybody knows the rules to progress. But why can't I seem to be doing what I know to do? That is the greatest challenge. I know I have to do this. I know I have to do this, But how come when it is time to do what I know, I can't get myself to do what I know to do? That is the #1 challenge that our country is facing, that our youth is facing, that members of City Energy is facing, that your teammates are facing. Everybody knows what to do, but not everybody does what they know. And I've cracked the code. And that is one of the things that will happen at Immersion. The reason is because we have been pre-wired over time. We have been programmed over time to act and think in a certain way. That program has entered deep into our subconscious mind to act and think in a certain way. And when we now bring a fresh thing, a fresh understanding, because of our programming, we find it impossible to do what we need to do because I've been programmed. The unfortunate thing also is this. It took years of programming. You see, it bleeds my heart. It bleeds my heart when I listen to young people talk. I'm wondering, who did this thing to us? The programming is so wrong. And it has taken years. So you're sowing corn. You're planted corn in the ground. And you go out and you're looking for mango. You want mango, but all the while, the seed that you're planted is corn. It's sad that we've planted a lot of wrong things grown up. The economy has planted a lot of wrong things. The nation, our family has planted a lot of wrong seeds. And all of a sudden we catch the right thing and we now want to do it. But first of all, we need to deprogram our mind. We need to deprogram our subconscious mind. We need to mindset ourselves. We need to put in the proper thing for us to begin to recover. We can't recover overnight. That's the challenge we're having. We think we can just become successful overnight. We think we can recover overnight. Whereas all through the years, wrong seed has been planted into our soul. Just like someone that is sick. You have malaria. And you go to the doctor, it does not give you a one pill, it gives you a medication for days. Take this morning and night for 3 days, for 4 days, because he knows that the malaria did not just come overnight. You may have started feeling the symptoms overnight, but it did not come overnight. They need to give you medications that will take time to go to your system to eradicate the wrong parasitic infection and bring it to a place of health and wellness. That is the challenge. We need to come to a place where our mind is deprogrammed. The things that we learn from school, oh my goodness, have you spoken to a normal undergraduate? The things that they have in their mind, we need to come to a point where we intentionally begin to deprogram these things so that we can install a new program that will enable us to succeed. Until you install the new program, forget success. I bring it to you. Until you deprogram your old mindset and install a new program, no matter what you do, you still will not be successful. That is what we're going to do at Immersion. It's going to be 3 days. A lot of people want to emerge. They want to emerge. I put it to you, without immersion, there is no emergence. You must come to, so those 3 days, all we're going to do, we're not coming to play. It's not like Emerge. There's no fanfare. It's going to be a factory. You're going to be pulled. Everybody coming there will be pushed into a theater, a surgical room, where you will be. In those 3 days, your age-long bad programming will be deprogrammed. It will be decoded, so that fresh program can be installed into your mindset. Let me tell you, some of you suddenly, after they emerge, you suddenly see yourself, things that seem too hard, all of a sudden it becomes easy. Why? Because we've taken time to dismantle the wrong programming. Wahala for who no come for that emerge. We have never had a 3 days immersion before. From the beginning to the end, You see, when you come, your phones, everything will be silent. You're going to be under 3 days. A lot of doctors, surgeons, it will be a whole paramedic working on your mindset, deleting the old mindset, deprogramming the old mindset, giving you a new mindset, telling you the things that have held you captive, most of the things that have kept us where you are. Listen to me. If you're 30 years old and you're not financially free, if you're 30 years old, listen to me, and you're not financially free, listen to me. It's because somebody told you it is possible for you to be 30 years old and not be financially free. If you're 25 years old and you don't own your car, it's because somebody has instilled it in your mind that you go to school now, you graduate now, you come out, you work for 5 years, by the time you're 30 years old, before you now get, somebody sold that thing to your mind. So some societal norms, some schools, some experiences, some family, they sold that to you. And as a result, you have come to a place where you accepted it as the norm. Those things need to be dismantled and deprogrammed, and the right information installed into your system so that you can emerge. It's called immersion, so that you can emerge. Why will you not go out, and why will I not wear a t-shirt and a tie? Why will I not wear a t-shirt and a tie? Well, because somebody told me that you cannot wear t-shirt and a tie. It is not that it is wrong. It's not that it's, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong, there's nothing right. It is what you think is wrong that is wrong. What society tells you is wrong that is wrong. We need to deprogram our mind. That's what's going to happen in Immersion. We're going to have a deprogramming session. 3 days. Some of this, let me tell you. I have checked, due to lack of time, I have checked most of my mentors. When you listen to Tony Robbins, he will tell you that he went for a Jim Rohn's event. And that Jim Rohn's event was what changed his life at the age of, is it 19 or 18 or thereabout? If you listen to a recorder, he will tell you, if you listen to great men and women, they will tell you that they had an immersion event where they went. And what happened? They didn't give them money. Their mind was deprogrammed and reprogrammed so that the right things can come in there. So all of a sudden, you see yourself succeeding naturally with ease. That is what is going to happen to anybody that comes to that event. You will come in, that comes to the immersion. You will come in after you are immersed in 3 days. When you come out, people will not recognize you. The way you talk will be different. The way you think will be different because certain things has been infused into you. We're going to have the best trainers all over the world. I have some surprises for you guys. You're going to know in that dimension. Some of the best trainers all over the world coming to train you. If your village people want to deal with you, they won't steal your money. They will tell you not to go to immersion. If your enemies want to humble you, they will tell you not to go for immersion. The second thing you're going to be experiencing in that immersion is this. Because in that immersion, if you're not a Kingsman, you can't be there. It's not free for all. It's not a merge. No, it will be so strict that if you're not a confirmed Kingsman, you will not be there. What does it take to become a Kingsman? Have 5 active partners. Go to the SMO checklist. Have 3 accounts. If you're not an active Kingsman, you will not be there. The reason is because it's a gathering of eagles, diamonds. It's a gathering of visionaries. It's a gathering of somebody. It's a gathering of Kingsmen. Do you know what happens when Kingsmen gather? Do you know what happens when leaders gather? Energy is off the roof. When you have 10,000, 5,000, 7,000, whatever thousand that may be, and everybody there, you're not there convincing somebody. You're not there trying to, everybody there is a Kingsman. Everybody there came prepared. What will happen is what they call transmutation of energy. The energies of everybody will come together. These people are one. This thing that they've imagined to do, nothing will stop them. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. We're going to gather the energies and it's going to be transferred from one point to another, It's going to be a coagulation of energy. Now, what does energy do? energy leads to belief. This lack of time. Energy leads to belief. When in the, just like you're a footballer, when in the midst of footballers, come on. You will come out a better person. The challenge you have is that once we go out of our sphere, everybody around us doesn't see our vision. So you're seeing people that are depleting, discouraging you, saying negative words. That is what tampers with your belief. Time will fail me to talk about belief. But when you come to a place where everybody's a kingsman, everybody's on fire, everybody's electrified, just like when we went for the GS Summit, everybody's on point, everybody have the same focus. Now what will happen is that the belief system will skyrocket, and you see yourself daring the impossible. If this person can do this, I can do it. If this person can do this, if this person can do this, oh, you can do this. That's what happens. You see yourself transformed because of the energies, the matter of the people around you come into you, and you say, I am impossible is nothing. That's what happened to us when we went for the first immersion experience at the Philippines. We saw young Ugandans, we saw young people making money, and we're like, what are you talking about? What is it that you're talking about? If this guy can make the money, why can't I make the money? I told myself on that stage, I told myself, can't forget that event. I said, I can see Kenyans, I can see Ugandans making this kind of money. That guy was making about 50,000. They say guy was making $50,000 a month. I'm like, what? This guy can't even, this guy, Naijano, they carry last. I told myself, I saw the energy in the room. I was on the first showed part of it. It was electrifying. It was electrifying. If you bring two light bulbs, it will clash. It was electrifying. Everybody was, I've never seen that event. It was in the highest, the largest single auditorium in the world, the largest single auditorium in the world, the largest auditorium in the world, the Philippine Arena. That was where we were. I saw it was amazing. The energy, the belief system, people sharing their stories, people saying I can do it. All of a sudden, I told myself, before I got into that event, I was making one miserable income. But I saw someone saying, I said, how much is making $50,000 a month? I'm like, it is possible. My mentality opened. My belief went up the roof. I vowed, I said, if I don't climb this stage. Why? Because the energies of people that believe. Dr. Ekabaton was, everybody was there. The energy is what leads to transformation. So in immersion, that's exactly what's going to happen in immersion. You're going, because everybody that's going to be a king's man, everybody's going to come with the right energy. It's going to be amazing. So what's going to happen is that you come out of that immersion. You see, people are looking for, and I'm going to say this, people are looking for external factors to make them to emerge. No. What will make it to emerge is already on your inside. You need something to break it forth. Who you are is already on the inside. You need something to expose it. And it is the infiltration of your mind with energy and the right programming that brings out who you are. And I'm going to tell you this. I know who I was 2016. I know who I was 2017. I know who I am today. I've not grown taller. I've not grown fairer. But something has happened in my mind that's made me who I am. That's what immersion will do for you. The third and final thing I'm going to talk about immersion will do for you is this. And because of this, now, if you're not a king's man, you can't be at the immersion. We usually have an active partner on board in once every 2 weeks, but because of this king's man, we're going to have another active onboarding partner this Saturday. We're supposed to be there is a kingsman onboarding on 24th of June, which I'll be anchoring myself. So because of that, I'm going to put there's going to be an active partner onboarding this Saturday. If you're not a kingsman, people are it's not money. You're going to come with money. If you're not a kingsman, you can't be allowed into that place. You must be a kingsman, because the kind of things we'll be talking about are not for babies. It's for kingsmen. So we're going to be having an active partner onboarding program this Saturday, 2 Saturdays in a row. I'm going to be inducting kingsmen on the 24th of June. Whatever it takes to be inducted as a kingsman on the 24th of June, please be there. And make sure you train your people to become kingsmen. Let me tell you, the speakers that are going to come to that event, Oh my goodness. It's called, my mentor told me, he said, Michael, I can give you decades, I can compress decades of your life into days. The third thing that's going to happen is you're going to be handed the exact tool to become successful. You see, sometimes we'll come to places like this and we'll talk. But in that immersion, I and a lot of other masterminds, GA leaders, I'm going to have 1 or 2 external speakers that's going to blow your mind. We're going to hand over to you the requisite tools you need to succeed. Let me say it again. We're going to hand over to you the required tools you need to succeed. Something is going to happen on that during those 3. If you see the curriculum, there are some things that you will hear. Let me tell you something. Some of the trainings you will get on that day, you've not had it anywhere in the world. Some of the information that you get on that day, because I'm going to call myself like this. I'm going to donate everything that's made me successful. I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to pour it. All the G leaders I'll be speaking is not training as usual. They will bring out their best. That's what we're going to call the best kept secret. The best kept secret is what that they say there's no secret. That secret that nobody knows has made who you are. All the speakers will bring out their best and more. When they finish, when each speaker finishes, they will have to carry them from the stage because they will give everything. Everything. We're going to be handing to you step by step how to become successful, step by step, how to get to the next level, how to become an emerging cell leader. One of the trainings I'm going to do is the condensed version of PLI for people that went for that training. I'm going to show you how you can become a successful leverage income earner. I'm going to give you my one word. If you come to that event, if you come to the immersion, once you come to the immersion and apply yourself to that immersion, even if your whole village people, even listen to me, write this thing down. Even if your great grandfather, your great ancestors, they buried human head on your behalf, that you will not succeed. Even if your family members have given up on you, even if everything has said you cannot succeed, by the time you come for the immersion and apply yourself to the immersion, you become unstoppable. It becomes too late for you not to be successful. We're not just going to be talking about the business. We're going to be talking about everything about life. We're going to talk about health, life, family, everything, relationships, everything you can think of so that you can become a well-rounded person. 3 days of immersion. I have 4 minutes and I'm out of here. What will I do so that I don't miss the immersion? Because if you miss the immersion, you might have missed. You see, somebody can say, I can get the training. My leader can go, come back and train me. No, it's not just about the training. It's the environment. It's not just about the training. It's the energy. It's the matter. It's the belief system. It's the things that you see. It's not just the things that you hear. The things that change you the most are not the things that you hear. It's the things that you see. You will see certain things that you say, "Kai, I can never fail." And that brings me to the concluding part of this. What is the vision of C2 Energy? To raise financially free people who will go ahead and raise other financially free people. What is the vision of C2 Energy? To raise people that are financially free. It's not to raise people that have money. It's not to raise multi-millionaires. It's not to raise billionaires. No, we're not in the business of raising people that have money. We're in the business of raising people that are actually free. Financial freedom, health freedom, time freedom. And that vision will come to bear in the immersion. You will come through that program. And the goal is to show you how in 4 years' time, how in 3 years' time, if the earth is still standing, you become financially free. Who will be at the Immersion? Kingsman. What does it take to be a Kingsman? Go to your GA leader, find out what it takes to be a Kingsman. If you miss this Immersion, let me tell you, and I'm not kidding, if they give you a plot of land in Maitama, and they say choose between a plot of land in Maitama or Immersion, please leave that plot of land though and go for Immersion. Because you get that plot of land, you probably sell it for hundreds of millions. But through Immersion, you will buy multiple plots of land, not just for yourself, but for your generation. God forbid that will not be at the Immersion. God forbid that will not be at the Immersion. So everything you need to do right now, is to become a Kingsman so that you can be at the Immersion. Ladies and gentlemen, see you all at the Immersion. I'm going to announce the Immersion date. It's not going to, let me tell you, the Immersion will not be cheap. It will not be 10,000, 20,000. It's not going to be cheap. I'm going to announce the ticket fee. I'm going to announce the dates. I'm going to announce the venue. I'm going to announce everything about the Immersion on the 24th of June at the Kingsman induction. Make sure you are there and see you at the Immersion. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Congratulations. I give it up for all the people that spoke today, all the GA leaders, all the people that are carrying the vision by the hand, all the GA leaders carrying the vision of C2NFG. Congratulations to the Platinum Hub Anchor, Ambassador Onyike. Congratulations to everybody. As you live here, the only thing that will be ringing in your mind is Immersion. The only thing that will be ringing in your mind is Immersion. Because nobody will tell you what you miss if you don't come at Immersion. As I go, take this. Every great man that have succeeded, I reserve this. Every great man that's been successful, I've done a research and studies of great men. Every great man or woman that has changed their lives and changed the life of their generation, there's one common denominator. And that denominator is that they will tell you that they came to a point where they went for a program, where they had an encounter that changed everything. They will always trace it to one point. And that point for you is the Immersion. See you there. Thank you very much, and God bless you.